major, they own Mars. They own that planet. And it could be that it emanates from there, but I'm not sure if it, but it's, the net is part of Mars. I don't know if it surrounds Mars or not.
Is it possible that reptilians exist on the surface of Mars but in another frequency?
Yes.
You also mentioned that on Mars there have been photographs of glass tunnels. Is that accurate? Have you?
I only know that from seeing the photographs. I know they have underground. They're underground. They have huge bases there.
And what else do they have going on Mars?
Well, that's where they take a lot of the people that die, and that's where they kill them again. And they have huge meat lockers there, and that's where the ship will stop on its way out to pick up more meat. These animals, these lizards have just voracious appetites. Voracious. They use a lot of meat.
Now, regarding the reptilians, you've said, we've been handed belief systems, political and religious, which have been used to great advantage by this group to promote dissension, hatred, bigotry, and cause war. War has created benefits for this group on every level, but primarily it is a feast, as the fallen soldier, young, healthy, and filled with adrenaline and fear, is the favorite food source of this group. Once on the other side, the soldier is again faced with his death, and this time at the hands of leering reptiles mocking his sacrifice for a patriotic cause. Within the last few years, we have had an invasion of perhaps tens of thousands or even more of these new arrivals. Most of these are cloned beings with no compassion whatsoever. They were given an extra Y chromosome in order to be more aggressive. I would say that this group is virtually all male, and in the past I have spoken to some of these entities who have been born naturally as well as females of their species, and it seems now the male cloned reptilians are dominating the interdimensional world. This started happening in September 2004, you say, where these large numbers started coming from Orion. How can reptilians play with the mind of a human? How can they mind hack to find out what scares us?
They have specialists. They're specialists in all different fields. Not all of them, they don't all read minds. They have specialists that read minds. They have others they have labs where they work on their technologies to do different things. They had a whole group that really perfected the near-death experience. I mean, because in the past it wasn't called upon that often how many people were resuscitated, not very many. So it was just in recent times. So they put forth a great effort to be able to create this whole thing so that we're having this, now we have millions of people having this experience. They have specialists, they have just the minions, they have the soldiers, the workers, they just have, it's very structured, just kind of like here.
And are reptilians stealing fetuses from human mothers?
Oh yeah.
For what purpose?
They eat them. Well, now, there's two purposes. If they're just human, they're food. If they're hybrids, if they're Pleiadian, they're trying to get Pleiadian hybridization. They want Pleiadian DNA badly. That's why with my friend who's a Pleiadian, he's raped continuously. They have told me they have hundreds of his offspring, hundreds, that they have created because they want that genetic material.
Now, when humans kill each other, you say the reptilians feast.
They wait. They told me you make war, we plan the wars, you fight, and we dine. And I have a reversal that says in World War II, when Bush was talking to the war vets, he says, we ate so many then we hiccuped. This is why we have war. Strictly, well, there's different reasons. They can make money and it's control, but it's mainly to eat.
So do they instigate murders as well?
Oh, yeah.
So there was a case that you and Ted investigated back in 94 and 95 involving a man who claimed to have killed people under the influence of aliens. I think his name is Moody.
I guarantee you he was telling the truth. At the time, I wasn't sure. But he said aliens influenced him to kill those women. No doubt about it. I believe him now 100%. Of course, he did it. Now whether he was insane, they can try to influence you, but there still has to be a certain amount of participation. But on the other hand, you have mothers drowning their children in bathtubs or throwing them from bridges or sawing their arms off.